this week's retro movie review, my favorite part, I know we're thinking of another movie, but I watched a comedy movie, which was National Lampoon's Naked Weapon. Look, no, sorry, Naked Weapon. Loaded Weapon. What was it called again?
Loaded Weapon. Yeah,
Loaded
Loaded
Weapon.
Weapon,
Why
bro.
have I gone blank for? Yeah, Loaded Weapon. Naked Weapon is the other comedy one that was done.
With Leslie Nelson.
Yeah, so this movie was
Yeah.
1993, I think. Let me check real quick. Loaded Weapon, 1993. You got Emilio Estevez, Samuel L. Jackson, Kathy Ireland, John Lovitz, who makes me laugh in that movie, William
He's good.
Shatner, Tim
Yeah.
Curry, Frank McRae, who cracks me up as the captain because he keeps shouting and whatnot. Who else you got there? You got Bill Nunn, James Doonan, you got Joyce Prophet. Bro, this film was hilarious. And the reason why I watched this is because me and the missus were looking for a comedy. Whoopi Goldberg's in it as well. Corey Friedman's in it as well. He's got a little scene in it as well. Trying to look for the main bad guy. Where the hell is he? Oh yeah, I said him, Tim Curry. Bro, because we were laughing, we kept on laughing over that scene where he's like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, and he's freaking out. This is a movie where the comedy is silly, right? It's silly comedy, but it's a spoof on all the movies that came out in that era. So Lethal Weapon was the main base of this movie, but it just took the piss out of like Silence of the Lamb. There was a Turtles reference. There was what else was there? Bruce Willis was in the movie.
Yeah.
Die Hard thing. Bro, the film was absolutely so much joke. That part when he's like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him, and he's just freaking out. It's just so funny, man. Sam Jackson just in his comedy element as well, because he's a funny dude as well. Well, brilliant movie, man. Brilliant movie. I don't know if what you can
Listen,
remember
bro.
from the movie, but it's so, again, it's silly comedy, but it's funny. The Indian dudes in the beginning, remember when he's in the shop and he blows up the shop and he's just like, I'm just doing my job. And they're like, hala hala kutta, but they say all these Indian swear words or whatnot. But the film is just fucking hilarious. They take the piss. It's shit that you cannot, again, a movie that you cannot make these days because of scenes like that and whatnot.
Bro, it's outrageous. It's National Lampoon, so they do those outrageous comedies, which just work really well. So you've got Sam Jackson, who's kind of playing Danny Glover, Emilio Estevez as Mel Gibson. It's based on, the Lethal Weapon series, but it's one of the scenes that always gets me is when Emilio Estevez comes to the house, creeps up the stairs, pulls his gun out, busted the toilet door. Is that everything all right? And he was like, yeah, just taking a shit.
Yeah. And if you've
Like
seen
so casual.
Yeah, if you've seen Lethal Weapon, then it's a spoof from that scene where he's stuck on the toilet with explosives and whatnot.
That's number two. Yeah, that's based on number two. The other scene that gets me as well is make yourself comfortable. Pow, trousers off. In his boxes.
Emilio Estevez is hilarious when he plays that depressed character, and he's just trying to be just that everything to him is just dark. The whole world is dark. The whole world is bad, because he lost his dog, or it was taken away from him. Just jokes, man. And then the Basic Instinct scene that they stole. It's everything about it. It's hilarious, man. The men are creep. The guy, what's his name? The guy who played what's his name character? Where is he? John Lovitz. Again, another creep in the movie. He's just hilarious, man. Makes me laugh, man. He's such a creep in the movie. Frank McRae, the captain, who just keeps shouting, bro. He was hilarious. And when Sam Jackson tried to shout at him, he's like, I'm the captain here. I'm the one doing all the shouting. And even when he's just talking normally, he's just shouting at everyone, bro. It just fucking cracks me up, man.
Bro, you know what? I just realized I'm looking at the cast right now. The cast is massive, bro.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
And the cameos, some of the cameos they got from like Star Trek, William Shatner, Tim Curry, bro. This is sick, bros. I need to watch it again. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm surprised you recently picked that movie to watch. But that is a classic comedy, bro. That's classic spoof at its best.
Definitely. I mean, they don't
even the Silence of the Lamb scene where he like they see him and he drops off the thing.
Yeah,
the thing he's tied up to.
That was F. Murray Abraham. I mean, there's so many people in these movies. I mean, it's hilarious as well. Like,
yeah,
Oh man, everything about the movie is just like I say, they don't make those type. I know scary movies try to carry on that sort of spoof of every
Spoof.
movies and whatnot, but they don't do that anymore. And there's so much movies that come out these days. I guess I don't know, like they don't take the piss. They were literally there to kind of just use those movies as a thing and take the piss.
I love it, bro. It's a good film. I need to watch it again.
Easy
I'm just looking at the
watch.
pictures right now, and they've got the him shaking, and you know when they say that, it's almost like they almost done like like you look at other guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg. That's almost like a spoof of some of the cop movies, but done in a different way. Uh, but when he goes start fresh, and then in this one he's like start. They don't start fresh. He just punches him in the face, and they reset everything. So he does a
Yeah,
random punch.
that was at the end when he was like, "I'm driving." He goes, "I'm driving," and just punches him in the face. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, listen, bro. It's a great classic movie. It's a great comedy. It's something that will always bring me joy, no matter how many times I watch it, because it's got rewatchability to it, bro. And I think that's the hardest part in comedies right now. I saw a comedy recently, Bad Dads,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Bill
Bill
Bill Murray,
Burr.
or
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr, yeah. Which was funny, bro. There's some outrageous stuff in there, bro, which was funny, but it's not something I'd go back and watch again. And I suppose that's what's connected to our mainframe of movies that we grew up with. It's funny, I had a conversation with shout outs to Rob, who listens to the podcast. I bumped into him yesterday while he was having a meeting in the cinema while I was watching Gassed Up, and he was talking about, there's that cognitive connection to what we saw because we visually learn those movies, bro. You could sit back and we know what scene's going to happen next. We know what line's going to be said next. It was a way that we learned some of the stuff that we regurgitate now. You know what I mean? So that movie is always gonna be a great part of comedy history, bro. That Naked Gun, all those spoof movies back then, they're wicked, bro. Loaded Weapon is an awesome movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You have to see this one.
Yeah, definitely. Easy comedy to watch. And again, like it's simple, silly comedy. So you're just sitting there thinking, this is silly, but it's there to make you giggle. It's there to make you laugh. It's there to make you even go like, what the hell? With a smile on your face. You know what I mean? Nothing difficult at all. There's nothing in that will make you angry. Oh, what the fuck? That's not funny and get angry about. No, it's there to be silly and it's there to put a smile on your face and even question what the hell is that about. But it's just even my wife was watching it and she was just giggling at certain scenes because they were just silly. That's the whole
Mm.
point of these comedies, and that's what makes these movies fun and rewatchable and just appreciated as comedy movies.